It had to happen eventually. I made a mistake. Fortunately, I was pulled up on it. So this is the correction. Because Boris pointed out that I'd missed a small chapter in the Skull House story. Welcome back. This is a special episode with your host, Big Daddy O. It is really just a part of the Skull House story, but it's a strange bit which doesn't make much sense or didn't make any sense at the time, and only made sense after the skulls were found, because one night when we were living in the house, somebody came and knocked on the door, and no one woke up because, well, they weren't knocking loud enough, but apparently they knocked quite hard, because somebody else in the house sort of started panicking. But then they knocked on my window and I woke up and I thought, oh my God, the aliens have landed. There was knocking and they were shouting and they were offering something. I don't know. It was hard to understand. They weren't in fact speaking English, or it was a very broken version of English. I wrapped my doona around myself and opened up the front door and stood there in the doona. And there were 5 Indian guys dressed in traditional Indian gear, sort of orange and, kaftans and so on, headgear too. And they thrust a cheque in my face for $1,200. I thought, and they were sort of explaining in this sort of complicated way, but it wasn't in English except the sort of very basics of, we'll give you money, which was obvious because it was a cheque. And I thought they wanted to rent the house, which is probably what they were saying. We will rent the house, we'll give you, because they wanted to dig up the skulls. They didn't want to say to me, hey, there's a couple of skulls in the back, can we come and dig them up for you? And it's like, no, because it would have kind of got all complicated for them, you see, because we would have gone, hello? So that's why they were saying we want to rent the place. But then in reality, I just said, no, go away. The place is, we've got tenants and, goodbye. And I think they were pretty disappointed, even though we didn't really understand each other very well. I was very fortunate that it wasn't actually the day the aliens invaded, but it did feel a lot like it. So there's your correction. I hope you're happy with it. Oh, have a good day.